I'd have no idea what to expect, but we're going to go ahead and watch it together and find out in real time what exactly Guerilla Collective is up to. Hopefully there's at least a few titles that maybe go, ooh, or maybe even an oh. Well, we'll see. I have no idea. If you're watching this on my YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know, got to get that in there. If you're watching this on Twitch, hi, chat. Kappa. This stream is sponsored by no one, just you watching. So thank you for hanging out here. And let's go.
What is poppin', everyone? Welcome to day 2 of the Guerilla Collective 2. I'm so happy to be here. I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix, the Media Indie Exchange, an indie game team in Terabang Entertainment. I am with my co-host and beautiful friend, Alex Wilmer.
Oh, you're beautiful, Justin.
What's happening?
I'm thrilled to be back for day 2 of the Guerilla Collective. So many great games on day 1. I'm very excited to see what
audio's a little off, but it's okay.
For day 2.
So much good stuff.
Day 2.
Last week we flexed on you with some dope games from Neon Doctrine, saved some cuties in the Eternal Cylinder, and showcased some up-and-coming games from Bit Summit, as well as brought diversity to the mix, pun intended, with black voices in gaming. The Guerilla Collective is a grassroots movement, funded and supported by devs and close partners down for the cause. It was initially started as a global coalition of leading game studios, publishers, and industry leaders coming together to help bring new announcements, gameplay, and reveals from studios of all sizes direct to game enthusiasts, all of you guys worldwide. We will continue the movement today, starting with a few announcements, exclusives, and premieres, and then connect with our friends at Wholesome Direct to share the latest and greatest cozy games that will give you the warm and fuzzies all over your body. Before we get started, though, we have to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, and this is quite a mouthful. Shout outs to Good Shepherd, Humble Games, Tiny Build, PlayStation, Xbox, Kickstarter, Razer, Astro Gaming, our fellow devs and publishers, Two Awesome Studio, Akupara Games, All In Games, Goblin Studio, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Raw Fury, Thunderful, and White Thorn Games.
Good job.
I did it.
Remember, we're giving away 10 gift subs every time they say exclusive or world premiere.
Games on Steam in order to
if they do it,
devs.
type
so
Dan Gas so I know what happened.
The Guerilla Collective event page on Steam where you can learn more about these games, buy the games that are available now, and add the games to your wish lists for games that are not yet out. So check out Steam event page, which is on the Guerilla Collective website, GuerrillaCollective.com. I barely made it through that.
It was good. Shout out to our broadcasting partners for supporting and hosting the stream. Twitch, Steam, IGN, and GameSpot. If it wasn't for your guys' help, this would not have been possible. But enough lip smacking and yakking. Let's get started with a few brand new exclusive indie titles and an update from a game that we're all looking forward to checking out. I know you can't wait. Can you?
Nope.
Definitely not.
I could wait like
Let's
maybe
go.
30 seconds, but I won't give you no more than that.
Hi everyone, I'm Gina, Community Manager at Lintheworks. We are so excited to be able to show you this gameplay sneak peek of Aragami 2, our second game, arriving September 17th on PC, Xbox One and Series, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Aragami 2 is a third-person stealth game where you play as an assassin with the power to control the shadows.
Oh, okay. It's
As part of
magic.
your
I was
plan,
like,
you'll have to fight the invader armies to protect your people and to find a cure to the evil that afflicts you. The main pillars of Aragami 2 are stealth in its core, all new combat mechanics and a robust co-op multiplayer system. This goes along with a newly designed character progression, customization, and a
This is
wide
cute.
variety of abilities and shadow powers, so each player can live this new story in their own way. Stealth is the heart of Aragami 2.
I love stealth
We
games.
wanted the player to actually feel like a ninja, to be fast and agile, to use the environment in its favor, and the shadow powers to feel
If I
more
want to feel like a
organic.
ninja, I'll play Fortnite.
Now you can navigate through the map in a more fast and responsive way. You can double jump, you can use dash and shadow leap while in the air, you can hold onto walls and ledges. The whole experience of character movement is fun and gratifying.
What was the name of this game? Origami 2?
We also introduced special stealth
Arrogant.
covers, so now the character can interact with the special props, like tall grass, bushes and other vision occluding areas, in order to acquire special stealth behaviors and permitting contextual kills and KOs.
I don't think you needed to use magic there. You can just stab him. I thought he was going to kill him with the paper. And I was like, yes.
As for the shadow powers, we maintained some of the original ones and added a bunch more, as well as abilities and items.
This definitely seems like very indie stealth game. But it looks good. For
Let's now
being
check
made
out
with a
some
small
combat.
team.
Since Aragami 2 is a stealth game, we challenge ourselves to create a combat system based on supernatural ninja skills, which also encourages stealth over brute force. I
Parries.
thought the best way to achieve this was to give our character agile and skillful movement, which empowers subterfuge and stealth assault instead of a lot of strength, and also reinforcing the feeling of being outnumbered by the enemy.
It looks like it was heavily inspired by
And
Sekiro.
that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we hope to have you embarking on this journey on September 17th.
What was this game? Oh, what? Did it say world premiere? It's like you're a 2D firefighter? Oh, that's cool. I hate when I'm a firefighter and I have to run and jump from car to car on a train. Fire girl. Action RPG. Physical or mental puzzles. Interesting. This looks cool. Yeah, it kind of has like a action RPG vibe with some puzzling and stuff. That looks good. The Torah Lost Haven. PogChamp! What am I seeing in the back? What is the... Grime. I have no idea what I just witnessed. I don't know if that was Dan Ew or Dan Blush. Or both at the same time. Looks like a heart. Bullets
Hello,
per
my
minute?
name's Josh Sullivan and I'm a designer on BPM Bullets Per Minute. BPM is a roguelike rhythm first-person shooter game where all of your actions and the actions of your enemies are tied to the beat of our epic rock opera soundtrack. Everything you do in BPM is tied to the beat of the music. This includes shooting and reloading your weapon. See how satisfying that sounds? Your goal is to reach the end of our procedurally
Rhythm
generated
game in a
dungeons,
shooter.
collecting different weapons, abilities, and items each time you play. These weapons and abilities can radically alter the way you play, making each playthrough unique. As the enemies are also tied to the beat of the music, fighting them can become an epic rhythm battle, making you, the player, feel like you're taking part in the soundtrack itself through your actions.
So it sounds like movement isn't tied to
Clearing
beat,
each
but
room will reward you with loot.
shooting is.
The better you handled clearing the room, the better the reward. Each floor has either an armory or a library, where you can buy cool new weapons or find exciting, game-changing abilities that make slaying enemies to the beat
So instead
even
of-
more satisfying. You can also find
go.
shops to purchase useful items for your run. Unfortunately, you cannot pet the bird. Maybe next time though. Each floor has its own boss and attacks in a unique way that you must learn to exploit if you want to succeed.
That's cool, he's tied to the
Finishing
music.
off a boss is a dramatic musical crescendo that you, the player, are in full control of executing.
Okay, that's
BPM is
cool.
out now on PC, but is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One this summer.
Ooh,
We can't
console
wait
version.
to see you slay the hordes of Helheim.
That sounds
to the
awesome.
beat.
So this is out already. Team Nora Games. Well, this is adorable. I hate when I'm walking through the park and I have to fly through the air and smack a lady with an umbrella with a stick. And then take her loot. And then she explodes in light. Akatori. I don't want to get DMCA'd by Beethoven, okay? Come back from the dead and DMCA my ass.
I'm Hannah Lee, and we are Humble Grove.
No Longer Home is a story game about graduating university and anticipating what comes next, while struggling with borders, self-identity, and longing for domesticity.
In No Longer Home, you play as non-binary protagonists Bo and Zhao, who are based off Cell and myself. You'll explore an intimate flat filled with everyday objects, delve into Bo and Zhao's thoughts and insights, and mold your interpretation of the characters through branching, multiple-choice dialogue.
The events in this game are based off our own experiences, and many of the characters and stories are based off people we know in real life. At the time, we were feeling disillusioned with education. Disoriented and not sure what to do next, Bo and Al try to figure out their place in the world.
Well, now chat's gonna Dan cry. This is sad.
Making this project, we wanted to celebrate the magic of everyday domestic
They had that creature in their
like having
bed?
barbecues, playing video games, and staying up late just talking in bed.
Hannah and I started work on No Longer Home 6 years ago, after we graduated university. We met on the same course, and during the last year, we moved in together.
After graduation, I unfortunately had to go back to Japan. How do you say goodbye to a place? We started making No Longer Home as a way to stay in touch, but it rapidly grew as we realized how much we had to talk about and all the feelings we had to process. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. No Longer Home will be launching later this year, so please don't forget to wishlist on Steam.
That game seems like very sad.
Man, Origami 2 is.
I don't like to
so
be
fantastic.
sad in
I
games
need
very
some of that
often.
Stealth action in my life.
Yep, and Fire Girl, that looks pretty unique too. Up next, we have some magic and swordplay popping off in the next segment with an update from a bona fide classic.
Bona
and a
fide.
new entry in the hybrid puzzle and strategy realm. Guard your loot and upgrade your boots, because we're about to slap you in the face
Ow!
with a spike ball mace.
Bars.
What is this game? Gives me Castlevania vibes. I love the artwork. The animation sprites are very good. Almost as good as my rebrand, which is almost done. Mortesh. Was that the date? What was the name of that previous game? I got distracted. Hunt the Night. Yeah, Hunt the Night looked great. Black Rook? That was a font, by the way. Or is it Book? The font was so... Oh, world premiere! Is this a card game and a puzzle game? Demon's Mirror. Oh my god.
Greetings, friends. Senior game designer Slim Grant here. to talk
Neverwinter.
about the Bard. Stylish and flamboyant, the Bard uses the magic of music to defeat their enemies and cure their allies. This twisting of song and magic created a versatile gameplay opportunity we felt was compelling enough to make this our next class. Whether dazzling their enemies with dancing lights, weaving in and out of the fray, or conducting a frenzied symphony of combat, the bard never shies away from pulling out their instruments to string a few notes together. No matter what is needed, a bard is always ready to take center stage and perform. And when the day is done, their enemies defeated and their allies safe,
Did he have
the bard
angel
becomes
wings?
a source of entertaining ballads and jingles that recount their tales of triumph. With
How
that,
many-
we have reached the last crescendo. But fret not.
How many
for we are
dice
not
you
at
have
the
to roll to
finale
reach
just yet.
12,000 damage?
There's more to this ballad that will be revealed over the next few months, so please, stay tuned.
That's a lot of D6s.
Hey everyone, I'm Miro, a developer from Straka Studio, a small Slovakian-based company that is working on a game called Loot River. Loot River is essentially an action roguelike which is about shifting dungeons around coming to Xbox and PC. And I would like to show you a new gameplay video which shows you the controls of the game.
The audio's all over the place. It goes high, low, high, low.
The game shows you some areas, bit of combat, and perhaps a new thing or two that you didn't see in the trailer.
Okay, let's actually take
Loot
it a bit
River.
slower. Let's start. I'll show you some controls. You can move your hero around with the left stick, responding to your pressure, and you can also dash and dodge.
Wait a minute.
Controller with the A button.
You can move
And
and
you
dash
attack
and
with the
dodge
right
in a game?
bumper. Yeah, that's your standard attack. It now chains into combos. It used to be just like one attack before.
I
but
love
it's
the
like
controller
one, two,
cam
three,
for
fluently
this.
Changing into one another for a better feel of combat. You can also do a heavy attack, or what you could do is charge your heavy attack for special damage.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
Standard controls so
and
far.
There are many different weapons in Loot River, and each is useful in different scenarios and has different properties, and you can do different.
I like the
stuff.
sounds.
Let's go to the first combat area now, the Sunken Village. It's the first area where you already need to navigate these platforms that we saw before, and you do it by standing on the platform and dragging it with the right stick, upwards, downwards, or in any direction you want. And let's approach these enemies up now and learn
How does
on
that
the platform. Yeah, one by one, if you want.
So you move the
All we could
platforms?
do instead is just like charge
Tetris
right in
style?
and do some heavy attacks and hope for the best. But that's usually not the best idea unless you have a large weapon. So instead we could, always like isolate them into parts that we can manage, or we could skip them completely and go for the big guy here instead. It's very dangerous. So what I'm gonna do instead is just charge my attack and slam the platform into it, right, for special damage.
Huh.
You see, the levels of Loot River are procedural, but they are handcrafted at the same time. What we do is design lots of smaller areas with possible connections, and then let the computer assemble
It's
them
definitely
and
different.
look for logical relations in between them. So even from small pool of objects, we're already getting some interesting variations in the levels. Enemies evolve for combat on
Yeah, it's
the
called Loot
platforms.
River.
Some can even lock platforms together, preventing you from sliding.
Sorry, not Loot here. Loot River. River. Why did I type hero?
Others might wield long-range weapons, able to jump platforms or cause devastating damage. However, most of them have a weakness. Hairy enemies burn really well.
I'm surprised no one's fallen off by all this moving.
You will visit many interesting places, obtain legendary weapons, meet unimaginable legendary weapons, fight them, and ultimately die by your hand.
That is gonna
But
get
those who persist can get even further.
so like
Explore places
dodging
never seen
while
before,
also
face
moving
horrors,
platforms is
and
gonna.
perish.
My brain's gonna go.
Loot River really has me intrigued. I really like what they're doing with the combat and the Tetris-like platforming elements. So cool.
Yeah, and Demon
You gotta
Mirror
have Dan
has
Brain.
Really great sound.
You're just, dude. You're just saying that because you worked on that game.
Yeah.
So what do we got coming up next?
Up next, we have some dark and sinister titles, starting with a physical release trailer of a gorgeous and deadly first-person action runner. Then we're jumping into a spoof on a beloved stealth classic and ending it with an exclusive trailer from our friends at Raw Fury.
Let's go.
The audio is just slightly out of sync. Switch!
I'll handle things from here on.
That's been out on PC and stuff, right? I don't think I've ever played it.
Otaio dell'aver. O Krautari abridi, e res infiniti. Uzul adi oscaridue.
The lights.
Existem como absurda ad muterusum. Muda em despres res bastante. Uzul adi oscaridue. Orgotesco.
The light of the
Origi grenda est rapado aximis euc vecu centunio oxistim.
No one's gonna be able to remember that. That long ass thing.
Oh no, an evil
Store
fog is
that app
corrupting
dash
every
number
living
slash.
creature. There is one that is immune. Who is this mighty hero?
Link
A
shortener,
slime?
please.
How can an adorable little slime fight against this? This? Or that? Wait, where did it get that sword? Is that a meteor shower? How? Ice breath? When did you get that? Now there are two of them? Alright, slimes can be heroes. Grab a friend and save the world from oozy
This is
monsters
cute.
and formidable bosses. Discover different weapons and create your own magical abilities to express the way you want to adventure in Slime Heroes.
Slime Heroes. That one's cute looking. Slackerman, thank you for that 80-month resub. Damn.
Demon Turf.
Demon Turf. Okay, the soundtrack's badass in this. I don't know what this game is, but the soundtrack's cool.
Yep.
I'm so excited we could finally announce PS4 and PS5.
There's a lot of platforms.
Oh yeah, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, Steam, Epic Game Store. Oh.
Basically, you'll be able to play Demon Turf anywhere.
Yep. But what is Demon Turf exactly? Well, Lucy, take it away.
Sure. So her goal is to take on the Demon King, who pretty much owns his place. Tall order, right? And apparently he's been challenging her for a while now. Her best friend Midgie is also part of this epic quest. But enough of all that. Let's check out some gameplay, yo! Sizzle real time.
Beavis' moveset in Demon Turf has a lot of depth.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about combined moves to feel badass.
One of my favorite examples is this tower climb. The different ways you can skip so many parts of it.
Things really heat up though once you unlock the turf moves.
Oh yeah, yanking enemies around, rolling down highways,
soaring through the skies.
I hate scripted hype.
Combine it all, and you get to see runs like these from our incredible speedrunning community.
Still blows my mind every time.
Mm-hmm. Beginner or pro,
you can tell they rehearsed this
these moves when
before they filmed it.
Sometime later this year.
This game looks interesting. Doesn't look like it's my sort of thing, but it looks like it's cool. Don't worry, later today we get Ubisoft, and Ubisoft never does scripted gamer encounters, do they? Grandma? Arietta. I gotta give these people credit. Unlike other conferences, they're actually showing us all gameplay and clips of games. There are other conferences I could mention that did not do that.
In 1972,
but this one's going really good.
Commando unit threw me in a prison for a crime I didn't commit.
You're under arrest for a crime you didn't commit.
What? Jesse Fox. In a masterpiece called Unmetal.
Hey, a coin.
Oh my god, this looks great.
Hey buddy, I have no paper.
Here you are.
You saved my ass.
This is a Metal Gear parody. I love it.
You stole a one-eyed man's patch? That patch turned out to be handy to create a lethal weapon. What were you gonna shoot? Pebbles? Depleted uranium balls.
Blowing shit up. Oh, crap. Sorry. Oops.
The sewer was infested with assassin rats. Felt like I was a huge chunk of cheese.
Who's there? Damn cat. Who's there?
Another cat.
Look, the landmine.
Kill or be killed.
I love it. That's great. Another cat. Wait, how does this work? Wolfstride? That looked really cool. Couldn't tell what I was looking at though. Severed
Hey, this
Steel.
is Matt, developer of Severed Steel, and I'm here to talk about some cool ways players have been playing the demo I released. So this level, you're typically supposed to kick that door open and deal with all the guys in the hallway. But players found a way to use the arm cannon to carve a hole to the left of the door like you saw, which gets you into this hallway. It's a little bit safer, and there's some nice weapons to find in there. a player did this cool thing where they throw their weapon down the hallway and then fight through the hallway. By the time you're at the end of the hallway, you're low on ammo or you're out of ammo, and you have a loaded weapon ready to go.
Why not just
when I first saw that,
keep the ammo? Why not just keep the gun in your hand and then...
Players have been doing cool stuff with manipulating AI. So you saw I just got wrecked kicking down that door. But
can you not switch guns?
The audio perception of the AI to kick a wall, lure them over. You can set up ambushes. That's really useful in the harder difficulties where in the hardest difficulty, one shot kills you. So that's been a really useful technique. There's one stunt in the game that I didn't actually include in the tutorial, and that's the ability to jump and kick off walls. And on my Discord, players have been sharing really crazy footage where in rooms like this with a really high ceiling, they are jumping and kicking off enemies to get loads of airtime they can use to get really stylish kills. In the arcade mode, you get points for stylish kills, and getting that airtime and killing enemies upside down really can rack up your score. I didn't expect players would figure out more advanced stunts like this, but there's a lot of
guy
really cool
reminds me of
players doing stuff like that.
Your uncle that played football back in the day.
Figured that out.
Playing back his old tapes of him playing football and describing his cool plays that he did right there. Like
enemy outlines,
you know, see right here, I stopped the guy from going down the field.
I'm rocking right now. I hope you enjoyed this preview of Severed Steel. It's slated for PC release late summer of this year.
This game looks interesting.
If you like what you saw, definitely give it a wishlist on Steam. If you are a console player, there are also PlayStation 4 and Xbox One releases planned for shortly after PC. Thanks again.
Severed Steel. Apparently wishlisting is a big thing. Everyone's pushing wishlisting now. They didn't care about it at all like a couple years ago. Sable, we saw this at the lady sang this song. Once I've seen this, I'm going to the bathroom. Right. This game seems very slow. Even with all the stuff going on, it seems very slow.
Thank you so much, Raw Fury, for that special exclusive footage. Up next, we have an exclusive reveal for one of the most bloodiest sprite-based action platformers I have ever seen.
Stop saying it! It costs me so much money.
Dark and beautiful pixel art RPG, help clean up a forensic nightmare, and then we are heading to an update from a mystical master.
Every time they say exclusive or world premiere, we're gifting 10 gift subs.
Grab your hazmat suit, Alex.
Oh, why?
Because we're about to go in and get grimy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Today for E3.
Did it say world premiere? Damn! Stop it! Gallons of blood. The bloodiest game I have ever seen. Bats, Bloodsucker, Anti-Terror Squad? Huh. Okay, I noticed a problem. We're only 45 minutes in, and I'm halfway through the left right side of the screen. I'm gonna run out of space. Whoa, this looks creepy. Whoa, I don't like that. That man had a gun, you had a hammer, and somehow you won? I don't... Okay. Death trash? Okay. Death trash. I've never combined those two together.
Hello, my name is Jacek Głowacki and I'm the head of company development at Draw Distance.
My left ear
We're
loves
established
this.
by Bluebird team and we've just celebrated our 12th birthday. Our goal
You would think
right
they
now
would
is
have listened to the
become a
video and
fully
fixed
realized
the
AA student.
one ear audio before
My name is Krzysztof Ziemba.
showing the
I'm a
video.
writer
But
and
no.
game designer at Draw Distance. We make games with unique stories and visual styles, excellent soundtracks and captivating gameplay. We are known for our Vampire the Masquerade titles and Serial Cleaner. Our next game is its sequel, Serial Cleaners, a stealth action crime story set in 90s NYC.
All right, chat, let's do it. PogChamp!
My name is Miki Maika and I lead a team of 30 amazing game developers currently working on 3 different projects. Serial Cleaners is our biggest one so far and is set to launch later this year. We've got a good vibe and we're expanding, so come join us on our adventure to the 90s.
Oh yeah, Serial Cleaners, that's right. What conference did we see this at before? I remember seeing this at some conference. Was it a Sony one? Was he using a vacuum cleaner on Bloody Snow? Hello, Panama Games. Yeah, lots of E3 hype today. This conference is absolutely packed to the brim with games, my lord. White shadows.
Hello, we are Monaco, and we're a small, very small studio from Cologne in Germany. And what you see before you is
thought it
our
was
very
Head Up
first
Games.
game, a cinematic platformer called White Shadows.
So White Shadows is basically a modern Fable. It drops you off in this huge, weird, vertical world that is called the White
Language,
City,
sir.
even though it's really, really dark. And in this White City, there are the rats and the wolves, and they're in charge. And then there's the pigs and the sheep who do all the work. And then there's the birds who are, or at least so they say, to blame for a deadly pandemic.
And then there's you, little raven girl, trying to change all that. So basically, this game is not really a puzzle platformer, it's more of a trip.
it kind of drops you off in this really weird world. And if you imagine inside in Tim Burton having a really mean, weird little
I love the
baby born in
creepy look of
1984,
everything.
then you'd have this game.
It's black and white, it's dark, it has to do with a lot of stuff that is in our world today, and it's also really entertaining.
We, as the developers,
Definitely get
think
Tim
it's
Burton
really funny,
vibes.
but people who've played it tell us that
Like
it's really, really dark.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
So you be the judge of that.
If you make your game black and white, you don't have to buy the color tools in most software. That's a Dan Brain play. I'm kidding. It's obviously a style choice. I think it looks good. Wait a minute. I'm being DMCA'd by Wagner. They have post-mortem DMCAs now? What?
माँ दुर्गा, मुझे आपकी जरूरत है.
Oh wait, he's alive. Oops. Or wait, no, he died. He's died a long time ago, didn't he?
अपने दिल की सुनो राजी, तुम्हें शक्ति
The
मिल
artwork
जाएगी.
in this game was gorgeous.
लड़ो राजी, योद्धा बनो.
It seems like other countries have just absolutely
Shout out to
fascinating
Congrats on
gods and
getting Best of the
pantheons and stuff.
2020. Such an awesome studio and
The main religions here in the United States
also
are very
Bats is
boring in
looking mad
comparison.
slick, if I don't say so myself.
Jelly.
You know what I mean? But yeah, before we move on to the next segment, we want to say thanks to our broadcasting partners, Twitch, Steam, IGN, and of course, GameSpot. Thank you guys for all your
Oh, what was the name of that game? Oops, I didn't write it down.
And also, don't forget to check out the
Raji.
Guerilla Collective event page on Steam to wishlist the games, play the demos from this event, as well as from Wholesome Direct, which is coming up next. We have a link on the Guerilla Collective website, guerillacollective.com.
Up next, we're going to connect with our friends at Tiny Build. We're doing gargantuan things with really creative indie developers.
Tiny Build's got some good
Let's
games
creep
under
around
them.
the corner and say hello to our neighbor devs working with Tiny Build to peep what
All right,
they have
Dan Lert.
cooking up. Word.
Hello, Meatbag! This is my game, Despot's Game. I will give you a group of puny humans, and you will lead them to the end of the dungeon. If you can get past my cute little robots, zombie
What? That
wombies,
sounds
and
awesome.
flesh-eating cabbage wabbages. Despot's Game is a roguelike auto-battler. That means that all the fighting happens automatically.
Oh, that's
it
awesome.
also means permadeath and randomly generated dungeons. In order to win, your humans will need weapons, or whatever you can find to use as a weapon.
So you can equip them with stuff.
Different kinds of dumb items to create your
So
own
you set
dumb
positions,
army.
weapons,
Your army
power-ups,
needs to be positioned,
and then you
fed,
have them auto-battle.
and
That's so
genetically
cool.
modified. Just don't get too attached to your little humans. They'll be dropping like flies. Let me tell you a little
That looks
secret.
awesome.
If you make it far enough in the dungeon, you'll get the chance to fight other players! You probably think I came up with all this in order to raise a perfect army of mutated humans capable of conquering the universe, right?
Oh, I can't wait to play that. That looks
I
great.
simply enjoy watching pathetic humans hit each other with refrigerators. You're in Despot's Game now! Comfy Games bears no responsibility for salty tears, broken keyboards, busted screens, or therapy expenses due to the effects of extended gaming sessions.
What a cool
Not
take on
recommended
the
for
auto
children,
battler.
pregnant women,
I
or
like
people
that.
who have loud conversations on their phones in public.
That looks fun. Potion maker? His expression. What in the heck? Potion craft. Huh.
This is Dustin.
And this is Eric from Animal.
And we're the creators of Ramen.
Along with our
Those
extremely
guys.
small team of passionate
Raw
individuals,
men.
Really excited to get this
We
out.
love raw men.
Ramen's a food fighting arena game with a bunch of quirks and twists.
And today we're going to show you one of our favorite game modes, along with a new work in progress mode that we've been working on.
So let's start with the meatball mode.
Yeah, and meatball mode, it's all about putting the meat in the hole, the goal hole. You gotta jump in and take control.
Like, what does that mean? It sounds good. What does that mean?
Well, it's it's basically kind of like Katamari, where the objective is to jump into a giant meatball, take control of it, roll around, charge it up, and shoot it into various goal locations throughout the map. All while basically avoiding
Thank you for those
enemies and
bits,
the onslaught of food that
Tifco.
they throw at you. Next up, Bobo Ball.
Well, Bobo Ball is one of our
Bobo
newest
Ball.
work in progress game modes, but still a ton of fun. Players are now packing a Boba Blaster that shoots Boba Balls at a giant Boba Ball.
Work together with your taste buds to blast the giant Bobo Ball into the opposing team's goal. But look, kills don't count in this mode, so prioritize getting the giant ball from A to B. But a few balls to the face never hurt anyone, so blast your foes to keep them from getting control of the ball.
Blast your toes?
Foes.
Okay, bros. Wait, what's this written down about meat chassis?
We wrote that?
Yeah, it says, say something about meat chassis.
Oh, yeah, the old bag of meat and bones. You know, the players, the soup saviors.
The meat
Players
chassis.
can customize their character almost however they want within our high-fashion, highly polished configurator zone.
Oh my god, that
All right,
stash
well,
was
Within
everything.
this configurator zone thing, when it comes to fashion, we got you covered with a trunk full of different culinary styles, vibes, and drips. Your soup slinger is yours to design and decorate. Honestly, the world is your oyster. Decorate to your heart's content.
Oh, and don't forget your old Pop Pal. I think it's time we wrap it up here.
Yeah, good idea. Thanks for
Talking
tuning in
about
to
a
watch
hot
our video
dog.
games. Opportunity to talk your ears off about ramen. Pretty excited about it.
Oh, and that being said, be sure to hop into our Discord so you can be part of the playtest and help us perfect the recipe of ramen.
Yeah, we hope you get a chance to play. We really appreciate all the support y'all have shown over the course of development. It really means a lot and motivates us. Bye. Thanks for
All the dirty
stopping
jokes. I
by.
love it. Happy's Hungry Hamburger Farm. Oh God, no! That took a horrible turn for the worse. I did not give them permission to use my likeness in game.
Have a happy humble day.
Hello, Neighbor 2.
Meet the creepy, AI-driven Mr. Peterson. This character has one mission, keeping you from discovering his secrets. Hello, and welcome to Hello Neighbor 2. In this game, you'll be playing as a local journalist named Quentin, who is suspicious of his creepy neighbor, Mr. Peterson. For those new to the Hello Neighbor franchise, this is Raven Brooks, the sort of town where everyone keeps to themselves and goes about their lives. Normally, you would too.
I found the first one to be very, very...
And there's just something strange about your neighbor,
just okay.
Mr. Peterson. Everyone is afraid of him. There have been rumors of children going to his house
right at launch. Maybe it got
never
better.
being heard from again. Some people say he likes to lock people up in his basement. But no one has any proof. So people just try to avoid Mr. Peterson, his odd house, and ignore the strange sounds coming from his basement at night. You have a feeling that Mr. Peterson is behind all of the neighborhood disappearances, but no one believes in your ideas and theories. And while you normally wouldn't break into someone's house, you're the only one who believes something is wrong and has the guts to uncover the truth. When you break into Mr. Peterson's house, you'll be going against an AI that is constantly evolving. Our goal for Hello Neighbor 2 is to provide unique player experiences. This is an experience that is driven by the community. Mr. Peterson's behavior is a combination of a neural network and algorithms that allow him to constantly learn from his experiences with everyone who plays our game. It begins with the collection of player activity. Mr. Peterson takes note of player behavior, whether or not most players are likely to hide in a closet, use a certain escape route, or certain objects. As time progresses and he learns, Mr. Peterson's behavior may change and surprise you. How Mr. Peterson plays in one encounter with you might be different from the next, all due to his encounters with the game's community as a whole.
You play enough and he starts getting your social security number and takes out credit cards in your name.
Allowing for an AI that is developed through community actions, replayability, and great stories of neighborhood shenanigans. But these new experiences go beyond Mr. Peterson. In Hello Neighbor 2, players can interact with all characters in Raven Brooks, and these characters share the same AI core, but behave differently and have their own stories for you to discover. So while you might think you're just playing the game, you're really contributing to the development and improvement of Mr. Peterson's AI. We hope this presentation of our AI and development gives you an idea of what to expect in Hello Neighbor 2. If you'd like to try an early access version of Hello Neighbor 2, you can wishlist the game on Steam and check out our alphas on the Microsoft Store. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the neighborhood.
Okay then, well that seems interesting compared to the first one.
Ahoy, sailors! Not this again.
We saw this before, Trash Sailors.
Pirate Guide. Every pirate knows that the real treasure is friendship. Just kidding. It's trash. I love you, trash. It's everything. Fuel, building materials, and weapons. Seriously, just stuff in as much trash as you can and let her rip. Just remember, this raft is your only home. Take good care of it, and if anyone dares set foot here, hit them with all you got. Too many greedy lovers want to get their hands on our marvelous, beautiful trash. Defend it to your last breath and steer carefully. Oh, and don't forget to fix anything that breaks.
This looks cute. I like it.
Sucking son of a seagull. If your enemies get close and the good old ship's cannons aren't enough, try the newfangled trash technology. You have countless aces up your sleeve. Use anything you get your hands on. They want to steal our trash? Let them try. We'll hit them with everything we got.
Yeah, it's like if Raft and Don't Starve and a 4-player co-op battler had a baby.
Shout out
It's
to
pretty
Tiny
good.
Guild. They are producing and publishing some of the most amazing indie titles coming out. Ramen is looking real fantastic.
Yep. And for our
we love ramen.
finale, we're going to head out with an exclusive, humbling conversation that we had with Innersloth, the team behind Among Us, and check in on some fun and upbeat games, as well as take a trip back to the arcade with some fun retro throwback games.
He said exclusive. 10 gift
finish
subs.
Everything up. We are also going to go to an exclusive interview.
Oh
with
my
our
God!
friends at
Stop it!
Run Games. Let's rock.
Welcome back to the Guerilla Collective. We have Marcus Bromander and Adriel Wallach from the Innersloth dev team. Super happy to have you guys hopping on the Guerilla Collective for an interview. Tell us about yourselves.
I'm Marcus, also known as Puffballs United. I'm one of the co-founders of Innersloth.
Did he say Puffballs United?
A lot of the art, the sound design, game design, and miscellaneous other spots in the game, but no coding.
Hi, I am Adriel. I'm the lead programmer at Innersloth, which means I live in the code, I make a bunch of lists, I tell the other programmers what to do, and I fix bugs.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the team and go into what you have in store for the game. But first, I want to ask you a couple of questions about the team and how you're moving forward. So first of all, for people who don't know, where did your studio name Innersloth come from, and who is repping the team?
So when we first formed our company, me and Forrest.
Orange is sus, by the way.
We were trying to come up with a name, and we were kind of just stuck. So we went on a random name generation site and just like click through, and Innersloth just kind of felt. For me, it was like I have the motivation to make stuff, but like the inside of me is kind of lazy, it's hard to get motivated sometimes. So that the sloth really stuck to me there.
You know, some people think that success is overnight, but you have all been grinding to make things happen with such a small team. What have some of the challenges been during the growth and iterative development of the game been?
I would say, just in general, going from 3 people to we're at 8 now, I think, is
That's
such
like
a different
+5
work environment completely. Like getting everyone on the same page is something we're still learning how to do. Meetings have to start happening. You can't just tell. I'm used to telling one person and then things go from there. And now I have to make sure to tell everyone, and I have to learn how to write design docs.
This game went from nothing
in my head and tell
to
people.
Insane.
That's dope.
Just out of the blue.
You've been like an
years after it was available.
The indie community with helping out early on,
it's crazy.
With the mega booth, and then really orchestrating Train Jam and been involved in so many projects. How has it I understand how you kind of joined the team. How has it been on the opposite end of communicating with Marcus and everybody on the team?
It's been fun. It's been fun to be
I
sort
played
of in
this
that transition from the small team to what is quote unquote the larger team now. Not that 8 is huge or anything, but I was the 5th person, so I was like right at that tipping point from it being small enough where you could just tell one person one thing and then everybody knows everything, to now it's like we have to make sure we're tagging all the right people in our work channels and like getting information out. And yeah, I came on towards the end of last year through a mutual friend who was like, hey, Innersloth needs more programmers. Because at that point it was just Forrest as the programmer, and I was like, all right.
Is this Koch Media again? Like, it's just...
Yeah, rest is history.
Why is this interview happening?
It's been really fun.
We know about Among Us.
Getting to sort of grow the programming
Not
team
like
as
it's
well and take
new or anything.
at least some of the pressure off of Forrest to be the only person doing that kind of stuff and being able to do more output and get things out there faster.
So you've had notable celebrities. You've had AOC, just mad people streaming it, and now it's really ingrained into pop culture. What are some of the most surreal, defining moments that have been heartwarming or have left an impact on the team since its original release until now?
Just all of the fan art that comes in, and all the fan animations, music videos, remixes, just so much amazing stuff. We have a channel in our Discord that we just post all this stuff, and it's just like empowering, gives us motivation to keep going.
You know, you've really
this
been
conference was
maintaining the
going
life
at
of the
such
game
a good
with
pace.
Really interesting.
And then we
updates
just hit
and
a
drops.
wall just now. Like, what happened?
Can you share with everyone on Twitch watching during the Guerilla Collective that is next?
I don't
for
mind
Among
like
Us?
Yeah, we
seeing
do have
Among
15
Us and
players
stuff, but
coming, which means we do.
we don't
need
want to
more
hear people
colors,
talk
'cause
about it.
there's
We
only
want to
12
see
in
it.
the game. And so we're going to add 6 new colors. I don't know if that's been announced, but
I feel like we could say that we did at one point have a color named Barf that is not going
true.
to be released. So
What is that? Like, it's like a speckled yellow or something?
Like
It
a
was
greenish yellow.
yeah, imagine
okay.
6 new colors.
imagine mashed up peas, like mashed up peas that you would feed a baby.
Wow.
Or like the barf emoji, just that color.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I for one am disappointed that we don't have Barf in the game, but
Me too. I was a big champion for barf.
yeah, bring back Barf.
So no barf?
No barf.
How do you come up with like? Because it seems interesting that you're just talking about, you know, having the barf colors. How do you come up, you know, with these different designs and ideas?
The colors are super hard. We're trying to move away from having colors be the main identifier for each character.
Cool.
So we want to lean more into cosmetics and names. So, but we still want to make them, at least to begin with, make them as distinct as possible. So I have to like pull up all the colors we have and then think about like, look at the color wheel and go, okay, maybe
Are we
don't have
still
anything in
on
this little
colors?
zone. I'll try something here. And I compare them together and it's like, this one does look really similar to blue, or like I could see this one getting mixed
This
up
is
with
not
purple
happening.
or something. But eventually we're just going to have to kind of move away from that and not worry about it as
Just
much.
add a color wheel.
It's awesome to have you guys. Thank you guys for, you know, joining us for this. Is there
Thank you for
anything that
having
you
us.
want to tell the fans? 'Cause
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of people probably watching this who want to know about something straight from the team.
I mean, just thank you. That's the one that's just always there. Thank you for playing. Thank you for liking the game.
Yeah, that's the same sentiment here. It's great. It's mind-boggling to be working on a game that this many people play and get like such an enjoyment out. Like I get texts from friends who are like, "Oh, my 12-year-old was playing with his friends and was bragging about knowing that his mom knows you," and I'm just like, "Oh."
It seems like
That
they
is
scheduled
that
an
is
interview,
awesome.
but they realized they didn't have anything to talk
But
about.
yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. It's been amazing.
Oh, is that today? Oh,
and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Colors. Is this an animal casino? You're telling me I can run a furry casino? Oh, world premiere! Oh, damn! That's more gift subs. What was that last game called? Did that one have a name? Yeah, we're gonna watch all the conferences today. Blooming business. Okay. E3 is just a collection of live streams of game announcements. There are lots of them that aren't officially E3, like the summer game thing 2 days ago, but they're still E3 time because they're around E3. So, like this may not be an official E3 stream, but it's E3. They're announcing games.
Coming to Steam. King of the Hat is coming to the moment you've all been
The first
waiting
official
for.
one's Ubisoft in 2 hours and 45 minutes.
You could win a washing machine.
Success.
And if you wishes the game right now, you could win a sticker.
Damn.
Oh my god! Wow! Which is the game? You might be entered into a contest. You might be able to spin every wheel. Which is the game? Which is the game? Open up Steam, hit the button, do it for yourself. Do it to get back at your enemy. Hit the button and win! King of the Hat, which is the game right now? Hats on.
Is there a way to block a game?
In a world where everyone has a hat, and if your hat gets killed, you die. Will you be brave enough to use your life source as a weapon? From the creators of Zoe, and Kevin Phillips wants to get higher, comes a very, very serious, very ultra hat-based
Oh,
game.
sorry. I was like, that doesn't match. That doesn't match at all. I was so confused. I'm like, why is this announcer being so epic with this girl skateboarding? I don't, what? A gondola split. Ooh, sounds delicious. Running out of space. That is a big cat. Is it that easy? You just hold... Wait, you just hold it to the side and rub and it just... I need a pencil. Alright, so I just take it, hold it aside, and just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my god, it does work! Whoa. Robo Dunk. Okay, hold on. Robo Dunk. Uh-oh. Venice 2089. And behind the frame. Okay, I'm kind of running out of space. They gotta stop announcing uh-oh. Okay, we're
Crime
officially out of space.
is illegal.
Well, not anymore. Thanks to Whitewater Wipeout by Chuhai Labs.
Thanks to Whitewater Wipeout, I can finally commit the cool crime of surfing, featuring pure NAR style and conviction. What does that even mean?
It's a playdate game.
Yeah, Jeff? Yeah, I'm on set. I have no idea what the script is. No, I'm not gonna hold.
I'm Mihoko. I play Whitewater Wipeout.
What is happening? I don't know what's happening anymore.
At King Wash Laundry, we pride ourselves on providing years of garment cleaning excellence. Our customers come for the top-of-the-line deluxe washing machines.
Okay, I'm gonna have to move
but
some of
they
these
stay
games
for our
off the
professional
list
service.
to a notepad. I'm running out of
Now
space.
pick up the clothes and load them into an empty machine. Wait a few minutes, then transfer to a dryer. While you're waiting, make sure to pick up discarded coffee cups and throw them in the trash.
Thank you for choosing Arcade Mania. If you want to level up your takings and grow your arcade, just follow our simple 3-step plan. 1. Play your new game and set a killer high score. 2. Now watch as customers drop quarters trying to beat your score while you sit back and make fat profits. 3. Use your takings to buy a brand new cabinet from Arcade Mania. Just use your personal computer to surf the internet, and you can order online. Now just wait for your new purchase to arrive and do it all again. Play, profit, purchase. Play, profit, purchase. Play, profit, pest control, purchase! With these steps, your arcade is guaranteed to grow and expand into a glorious arcade paradise full of our biggest hits. Good luck, and always choose Arcade Mania.
Always use the brush for particularly stubborn waste matter. All that
I am here
Okay.
with Douglas Bogart from Limited Run Games. What is happening, Doug?
Hey, Doug.
How much, man? Thanks for having me.
He has so many
For
figurines.
sure, man.
My God.
Like, it's so awesome that Limited Run.
I love the Goku
has
hair.
Reached its 5-year anniversary. Can you tell the people about Limited Run Games? If folks that aren't familiar with it.
Yeah, so Limited Run Games, I started the company with my co-founder Josh Fairhurst. We started in October 2015 as a response to his dev company, Mighty Rabbit Studios, having trouble staying in business. We were off of a big project and we didn't have a whole lot of work to do, so we were like, how do we stay in business? And then his biggest thing was we had one game on Vita called Breach and Clear, and he was like, it'd be cool to at least preserve this game even if nobody wants it, so that way I have some proof that I did something and it's not all digital. So we did that, and we sold the game in October, and it sold out in 108 minutes, and kind of blossomed from there. Got contacted by Epic, Oddworld, WayForward, started really pulling in the partners, and we've done over, I think close to 700, 800 individual releases now.
That is super crazy, man. What is one of the highlights of your career at Limited Run Games, or what you've done?
Yeah, there's a lot. So we had a wish list of things we wanted to do originally, and we ended up doing all of those.
At least they have B-roll. At the very least.
Oh yeah. That was one of the
while they're doing
founding
this interview
pillars of what we wanted to do. And then for personally, working with Suda on No More Heroes was a huge deal for me. Working with John Romero on Sigil, doing Command and Conquer with EA. We've just done a whole lot of cool stuff that I never thought we'd be able to. And I've talked to a lot of heroes I've always had, and it's I don't know. Oh, the Jay and Silent Bob game is a huge deal for me. Without Kevin Smith, Josh and I would never have mended a friendship that we had briefly broken up when we were young. So,
what I think is really interesting is just your idea of doing things in that, in a limited quantity. Can you kind of talk about how like what kind of different packages that you guys put together?
Yeah, so when Limited Run started off, we were definitely very limited.
These
and
are
the reason
probably
for that was,
sponsored
one,
interviews
it
where they
costs a
got to
lot of
make
money
their
and
bank.
resources to do it, and we didn't want to be
They got to
stuck
fund it
with
somehow.
We can't afford to just sit on
So
product that takes years
you
to
let
sell
the
out.
sponsor come on, talk about limited
we
run
started off
games
with
for a
limited
minute,
stuff,
and
as we got
then
bigger,
that
we
pays for the
decided
show.
with Switch, like, hey, we have no idea what the audience is here. Why don't we try open pre-orders? And that worked out really well. And then with the pandemic hitting, we were like, you know what? Let's just do this for most of our stuff going forward. And I think the reception's been a lot better. So we're limited in like the amount of time basically now versus the amount of unit, which I think is a better approach because it gives people a chance to get it, and it's not so much that like, oh, I missed out. I mean, people still miss out, but now we work with places like Best Buy, Amazon, and GameStop, and some of our games are available.
Okay, very expensive to put together. Well,
thing for our developers,
if you look at the screen, all the overlays and stuff, you got to
games
pay an
could be on
artist
the
for
shelf,
that,
and
and
now they
then
can.
usually
Um,
custom
yeah. And we offer
programming
vinyl,
had to get them to
collector's
flow
editions,
together, and
press
that,
kits for
that
companies.
costs
We do
money.
A whole lot of stuff now that's
Get someone to put
pretty
all that
amazing.
together.
We're always looking to expand. We're doing the retro stuff.
And then you
We
gotta
did
get
for
someone,
Game
if
Time
it's
with
just
Bob.
live, you gotta get people to live produce it by
awesome.
doing
I'm
the
really
transitions
happy
and
with
make
the
sure
stuff
the
that we
people's
production
names are
and
right, the
here,
games are right.
you know,
But
if
if it's
an
pre-recorded, then you gotta
employee or
pay
has an
someone
idea,
to
it's like,
get
why
the
don't we run
video
with it and see
together.
what happens and just test it out, because you know what, if you like it, maybe there's an audience for it.
You guys have an event coming up. Can you plug it real quick? I think everybody should watch it. Talk about your
we're doing
upcoming
our-
releases and stuff.
We're doing our own E3 presentation called LRG3. It's going to be on June 14th at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we got a whole bunch of cool games in the lineup that we're excited about. The show's being produced by one of the gentlemen from Mega 64 on his own. So it's got the same similar humor. And I don't know, we just watched
See,
actually
they're
the draft
plugging
of the
their
video,
show
and
that's
it's really
coming
funny,
up.
and I'm kind of shocked actually that it came together
This
so
pays
well.
for the whole thing.
That is
You
so
know,
awesome.
Good time to get a
I
drink.
hope everybody could check that out. You know, where can we find you? More information about limited run games and everything that you guys are doing.
Yeah, go to our website, limitedrungames.com. There's a mailing list option. Our Twitter, we update frequently at Limited Run Games. We have a Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/limitedrungames. Pretty much any website you go to, just add /Limited Run Games. You might find us. I think at one point we even had like a Tumblr account, so we were everywhere.
Tumblr?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Maybe a Pinterest account. I don't know.
Pinterest.
So,
wow.
Well, thank you so much, Doug. It's awesome to see you guys flourish. Happy 5th anniversary, and everybody go check out LRG3, right?
Yep. Thank you so much.
For sure. Talk to you later.
Later, man.
The Inner Sloth team was so humble, and they've had such a great journey. Congrats to them. Also, Limited Run Games coming up on their 6th year. They've been 5 years strong, working with indie developers to get their games out in a limited capacity in a physical kind of space.
Like a limited run.
So many great games and devs that have blessed the Guerilla Collective this year. Shout out to them, and thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, and be sure to check out the Guerilla Collective event page on Steam, where you can learn more about these games, buy the games that are available now, or add the games to your wish list for the games that have not been released yet. Wish lists help, so do it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
We also want to thank everybody who was involved to making this production possible. Wilmer Sound, of course. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
It's so great to be in this space.
No hugs, social
The
distance.
mix team, of course, AV Society, Timmy, Code 32, Fully Illustrated, everybody that has contributed. Also, thanks once again to our sponsors and broadcasting partners.
Yes,
for their
they at
support.
least they put the sponsor stuff at the
Twitch,
end
IGN, and Steam.
instead
You
of
guys
putting
are
it
awesome
like
for hosting the
throughout
stream.
the entire show
Also,
for an hour and a
Shout
half.
out to our sponsors: Good Shepherd, Humble Games, Tiny Build, PlayStation, Xbox, Kickstarter, Razer, Astro Gaming, our fellow devs and publishers, Two Awesome Studio, Akupara Games, All In Games, Goblin Studio, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Raw Fury, Thunderful, and Whitethorn Games. That wraps up the Guerilla Collective 2. Such a fun time with developers worldwide. and
One of
awesome
those
partners.
names mentioned
Thank
is
you for
working on my
joining us.
rebrand.
We truly appreciate it.
Yes, and before we head out, we're going to show the Wholesome Direct trailer and come back with our friend, Jenny Wyndham.
Stay tuned.
If you're gonna do pixel art for your rebrand, why not hire a developer that does pixel art?
Such a cozy and warm trailer. That was very nice.
It was really, really nice.
Looks like we got about 30 minutes.
We have our friend Jenny Wyndham, aka Kim Chica, on the line to get started with the Wholesome Direct. Hey Jenny, how is it going?
Yes, thanks Justin.
Oh, her
and
room is very
everyone
wholesome.
At the Guerilla Collective. Also, congratulations to all of the devs who showcased. You
She
all
looks
did
super
wonderfully.
nice.
I can't wait to play all of your games. And yeah, stick around. We have the Wholesome Direct coming up with new game announcements, exclusive footage, developer interviews, and it's just going to be a wonderfully cozy time. So hope you all enjoy it.
She said it.
Thanks so much, Jenny, for joining us. Looking forward to checking out the show. That wraps up the Guerilla Collective 2. I am your host, Justin Woodward, with
Alex Wilmer.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Guerilla Collect, not Guerilla Collective, and on all other social media platforms at Guerilla Collective. You can check out the
Why
mix
is that
at
one
Media Exchange on
different from
Twitter
all the
and
others?
everywhere else at Media
Guerilla
Exchange.
Collect.
Stay tuned for Wholesome Direct. We will see you all soon. Peace.
Peace. Peace and love, brothers. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom. Well, that was cool. So it looks like we got about